In part 3 of this series, let's talk a little bit about setting up your RV's kitchen. One of the potential big expenses in equipping your new RV is setting up your RV's kitchen. In this video, we'll discuss some of the ways you can set up a fully functional kitchen without breaking the bank. You may remember that one of the underlying assumptions of this channel is that you're a weekend camper, not a full-time RVer or a long-term seasonal RVer. With this in mind, we'll be discussing some inexpensive ways to equip your RV's kitchen based on the assumption you're out camping to enjoy the outdoors and not to become a backwoods gourmet cook. We'll also include a couple of random items that really didn't fit in any of the previous topics. So before we get started, if you find this video helpful, please click on the thumbs up button below and click on the subscribe button. If you'd like to be notified when I post new videos, click on the bell icon and you'll be one of the first to know. I'd really appreciate it. Now this picture includes some items we've purchased on a trip to a local IKEA store. They've got a lot of kitchen supplies at reasonable prices. The bottom of the picture are a couple of rolls of shelf liner. This stuff is like little heavy-duty bubble wrap. The goal is to keep the shelves and drawers scratch-free and reduce rattles when driving. Above the shelf liner in the picture are basic kitchen utensils. You don't need anything fancy, and these were just a couple of bucks. You'll also need some dish towels and pot holders. We use the towels in our pots and pans drawer to reduce rattles when we're not using them to dry dishes. The cutting board fits nicely over the sink in the kitchen, adding some prep space in what is otherwise a pretty compact space. A 4-place setting of silverware was less than $10, and the small cork coasters were a bit of an impulse buy. Since my wife is often chilly when I'm warm, the little throw at the bottom of the picture was a steal at just a couple of bucks. This next picture just about completes the primary kitchen tools you'll need. The pots and pan set is from Walmart. Believe it or not, it was on a price rollback and the entire set was less than $15. The pans are non-stick and quite lightweight. That means they heat up fast and you'll need to pay attention while you're cooking. The small diameter pans fit nicely over my stove's burners, which helps distribute heat evenly. Normally, a quick wipe with paper towels gets most food debris out, and a quick rinse limits the liquid going down the gray tank. In the upper right corner, you'll see some other kitchen basics. These include a set of nesting measuring spoons and cups. Below them are some plastic wine glasses and a corkscrew. I also use a little camping toaster that fits over a burner on the stove, instead of the space and electrical draw of a household toaster. On the other side of the picture are some Walmart purchases, including hand towels, a pot holder, kitchen knives, and egg holder for the fridge. I also got a 3-pack of Lysol wipes from Amazon. This last photo includes some odds and ends you'll want to consider. First is the leveling blocks. They've got almost nothing to do with the kitchen other than perhaps the fact that the RV's refrigerator works better when the RV is level. A tilted coach or trailer is uncomfortable to be in, so having a leveling system of some type is important. Speaking of important, it's good to have a basic first aid kit. This one came from Amazon and includes the basics for the little oopses you might encounter while camping. The storage boxes and trays represent the various containers you'll want to consider for your new RV. While the goal is not to see how much stuff you can cram into your new RV, keeping things in boxes in the cabinets helps organize and keeps things from sliding around. The last thing in the photo represents some of the little things you'll need to keep your kitchen working smoothly. First, a couple of things you'll need to have that aren't pictured. One is a set of bowls and plates. In our case, we had a little used picnic set we moved to the RV. Again, since we're weekend campers, we find ourselves using paper plates and bowls more often than not. If you like to boondock, using paper cuts down on water use. We also got an inexpensive set of various sized plastic tumblers from Amazon. They won't break, and if one gets left behind somewhere, it's no big loss. You'll also need a can opener and potato peeler if you like canned soups or to fry potatoes as part of your camp cooking. I like biscuits and gravy for breakfast, which means I also needed a baking sheet. The long-handled lighter in the photo makes it easier to light the pilot in your RV's oven if you have one, or to reach the fire starter you buried in your campfire. The goal here is to start out with a minimalist mentality. You'll find things to add as you gain experience. For example, I've started out with a stovetop percolator for my morning coffee. I'm considering changing to an electric pot and French press, but that has implications on electrical use when connected to shore power or generator use when boondocking along with storage. As you can see, there is often a give and a take to your decisions. So let me say it again. If you are a weekend camper, try to keep that minimalist mentality. Lots of folks have commented that after a couple of trips, they were amazed at all the stuff they took that they didn't use. If you're buying all that stuff that you think you might need, it's really easy to bust the budget. This topic can go on and on, so I think this is a pretty good place to stop for now. In part 4 of this series, we'll discuss your RV's toolkit. Again, please click on the thumbs up button for the video and be sure to subscribe to the Weekend Camper channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified when we add new content. Thanks for watching and happy camping!